Mendahl. I headed off to college in 1968 wanting to become a great filmmaker like Fellini or Hitchcock. Unfortunately, Steven Spielberg and George Lucas beat me to the punch, so I studied television and film production. I also married Sherry Walton, and before finally graduating became the father of Matthew. The family strayed away from being lifetime Methodists and worshipped at Unity. My work was with an audio-visual production company, but things changed and I wound up as a manager of a shoe department. In my spare time, I made a few 8mm films and composed several songs, which are now lost in the sands of time. Amateur music was mostly ephemeral in those days, not unlike before the miracle of sound recording. My job took the family from Kansas City to Ogden, Utah, where we joined a United Methodist Church. Besides making a couple of films, I had the chance to write songs for the choir. Songwriting was a chore, sloppily penned notes on music manuscript paper, and, of course, when the pianist played my songs, they needed to be corrected by hand. While at that church, I began to ponder philosophy and theology, and I got my first computer, a TRS-80 Model 1. With it, I could make games, albeit silent, and lay out logical structures. I seemed to be moving on 4 tracks: theology, music, film, and computer programming. One day I went to the pastor and told him, "The way things are going, I think I should go into the ministry or the handbasket business." The pastor replied, "What do you mean by handbasket?" "The world seems to be going to hell in a handbasket," I explained, "so maybe I should make a buck or two." The pastor said, "Let's talk about the ministry." This section of music is a little song I wrote down in 1959, a simple waltz. It has a somewhat surprising chord progression enveloped in what a 9-year-old would normally compose, if normal 9-year-olds composed much music. I would never be a Lucas or Spielberg, and certainly not a Mozart, but something keeps bubbling up. In the fall of 1982, the family moved back to Kansas City so I could attend St. Paul's School of Theology. This was the first time I was really challenged by education. I graduated in 1985 with a Master's of Divinity degree. Then all I had to do was get a job.
Thanks for listening. Be sure to click like and subscribe to hear more of Dave's life in music.